G'day everyone. Today we are going into Hyce's map where we're doing strange things under the ground. And it'll take a little while to load.
Oh, somebody's above in the above world because I can see their block body down here.
Hello.
Clan's come here.
Yeah.
Clan, I've
I
left
made
the door
it.
to the underworld here so you can enter hell.
Where is the black box at?
I'm only a little bit late.
It's directly under his player model.
And where is that?
Oh, we all have them, even though we're underneath the level still. That's fun.
Am
Yeah,
I
you can
blind?
see your own box. Look down.
What?
Actually, I don't see one for me. I see one for all the clients, but
I don't see one. Oh, way down there. Okay.
yeah, way down there.
Down at the very bottom.
I'm stuck in the ground.
This is so.
So where's
Why
the
is this even
entranceway?
a thing? It's southeast of the depot. You can follow the re-rail, skips a track. Can we see you through the ground up there? If you go southeast from the spawn yard, there's a clear-cut thing of re-rail jumpy pond tracks that go to the the Class 70 tender.
If it lets me hold down the respawn button. Because I'm stuck in the track at the sawmill.
That would do it.
How much lower can we go before we respawn?
Oh, you'll find out.
Do a track.
Oh,
I've
goodbye. Black screened. apparently that far, ladies and gents.
Expedition team lost.
Yeah, I'm on the border here. I don't think I want to go any lower.
Oh, someone else is here on the dock with me.
That would be nice.
Someone fell off. Did you fall off?
I did. I went too far.
He dug too deep, and as all dwarves know, bad things happen when you dig too deep.
So apparently you can only come down to this level here.
That original PC game, it was on one of those, like Newgrounds, Motherload. You dig down too far and you gotta go fight Satan. Yeah. In this game, you just fall down and then get respawned. Yeah, see, so the small brain technique in playing Roads Online is building sky bridges everywhere. The giant, throbbing, massive brain technique is building a railroad through hell.
Alright, Mick, I'm gonna test it.
Do it. Do it. Am I the only one left underground now?
No, I'm still underground. What did you guys test down there?
Farma disappeared.
I wanted to see if it would send us all back to spawn. It apparently only sent the person placing it back.
I'm working on shoving the door back to you.
I still haven't loaded in properly yet.
Apparently I need to leave the brake off on the Class 70, otherwise you can't shove it.
You can shove it with 90% on the climax. That's why I requested the climax to do it, because it has the most shove.
Gotcha. I didn't realize you could go more than that.
Tristan, is that you placing sheds?
I mean, just one.
I can hear it.
The shed?
Yes.
Didn't know the shed made noises.
Is that getting clear?
Alright.
Oh, I can't even move. Okay, this
Well,
is the
when you're
first
ready.
time I have ever hopped in I'm in.
He's in. All right.
Yep, pull him forward, Hyce.
Oh,
We'll pull you in.
how do you move the camera in here? All I'm looking at's the...
Right click and drag.
okay. So I've never used this before.
Oh, you don't use the driving UI. Look
Never.
at you.
I'm always flipping levers and leaning out windows. Oh, wow. This
man.
is crazy.
All right. So press F and you can get out. And then...
Yeah, don't move the mouse. I know that from the... Oh, no, I'm back outside again. No, I'm inside.
Yeah, bring it back for me, Hyce.
Sure.
Oh, this is crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
At least one of
Farma's-
us has a good reaction.
I'm in.
Farma's his talents at breaking this video game apparently know no bounds, literally. So now the question is,
Push it back.
gents, I've come up with a goal for us with this.
Okay.
Can we build a railroad to the snow region? Because it's outside the map.
Yes, please.
Yep, the snow region is directly east, yeah?
I think so. We'll have to look for it.
So directly past the roller coaster, then, yeah.
It's up towards the coal mine. It should be directly through the iron ore mine.
Yeah,
So
it's
it should
straight
be
east from here, not
straight
anywhere near the roller
east.
coaster.
Yeah, not the roller coaster. So if we go in a general, I don't know how to. Oh.
How do you...
Yep, you have to click on the ground, then look at the
Ye-
ceiling to place anything.
That
the
yeah, that's
ceiling.
So we have to
Alright.
go to the left of the roller coaster. Okay.
Clown. When's your tutorial on how to build hell tracks coming out?
I really don't know. This is nuts. This shouldn't even be possible.
Is that the
I
point
must
of why
have
we're
breaks your game.
doing it?
Hey, there's already track built down here.
That was
Those are
Tristan.
Qma's, yeah, or Tristan's.
Oh well, the weird track that's floating is Qma's, and then the track with the shed is Tristan's.
Hang on, I haven't seen the shed yet. Where's that at?
Off to the left side.
Oh.
And, well, you're lost. You don't know where north or south or anything is anymore.
This is just the dumbest crap I think I've ever seen. People are like, when are tunnels coming to Railroads Online? And they just weren't cool enough to figure it out.
I guess
They
they
always
weren't
have been.
on the level.
Do we need to
They
build
weren't-
from down here lower? Otherwise, we're going to poke through the map as we come near the river.
Yeah, we need to
Well,
drop
yeah, the
about
problem is that
another 30 feet.
There's a mountain. The problem is there's a mountain, so you can't place anything because it's too far.
You can kind of build off of existing groundworks. It's not too bad.
I'm sure that between some of the prowess of trackling that we have here, one of you will figure this out.
Farmer's got it figured out. I don't know how he did it, but he's got it figured out somehow.
I haven't tried to place groundworks in the void yet.
So I see people in both chats asking how on earth do we get here. Pharma built us a portal, and then we crossed into the underneath.
Hang on. I have the idea.
Okay.
Let's back things up to like here-ish. And I'm going to... actually, no. Hyce, we need you to build.
Okay.
Because we can see your splines before you confirm them. So, I want you to
Okay.
start a constant groundwork from here.
Okay.
And then go outside to the overworld.
Oh, you're a genius. Yeah. Okay. So we doing 10 down?
Now, let's have something like actually semi-drivable by most trains. Let's go for a 5.
5. Okay. So I've started the grade, and I'm gonna just run outside the level, and you guys are just gonna guide me, and we're gonna. This is so stupid. I support it.
Oh, I see what you're gonna do.
because the host splines render for everyone before they've been confirmed. So I'll be able to lay my spline segments with them guiding me where I need to go and be able to confirm and then come back if need be. Yeah, this is a big damn mountain though, so where do you
You're
need me to go?
directly above us now.
Okay.
Keep going straight that way. Yep.
That is straight up the side of a cliff, so I'll do my best.
Yep.
Do you need someone
Turn
else to
right.
come with you to like build jumping platforms?
To build me my my platforming video game. Yeah, that might be
I
good
got
because
it.
I think
On my
think
way.
this is the tallest. This is the tallest mountain in the map. I think right here.
Yes, it is. Really did just smack a tunnel straight into the tallest mountain and call it a day.
Well,
People wanted.
I guess I could jump up
You're
around
being
over this
advised to
side.
engage 4-leg drive, Hyce.
4-leg drive. Oh, I'm not that cool.
You know
I'm
what
just
would
an
make
old-
this easier
just
is
an old
if
man.
you had Railroads Online extended, then you could enable flight mode and just like zoop yourself up to the ceiling.
Well,
Am I going near him?
We don't know.
No, you're on either side of the mountain. One person's way to the left and one to the way to the right. That doesn't help you, but you're not close to each
I've been
other.
trying to climb the summit here. I am directly west of the words iron ore mine. At
Can you
the
see?
western slope
Hang
there.
on, I'm going to use stone to mark it.
Yeah, I can use stone.
No, I'm using stone to like mark where to go. So, do you see that
Okay.
stone foundation there?
I'm on top of the tallest mountain now, so. All right, the roller coaster's over there, so you guys probably need.
I see your stone.
Yeah, we see your Rosetta Stone. You need to go west more, not west north.
Okay.
You see my wood trestle?
If
All right,
you look
I'm-
down the ridge, you should be able to see like a bunch of wood and stone.
Danger. Almost fell off. Wood instead. Is it on the iron ore mine side or the not iron ore mine side?
The not side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
It's
coming
hard to
up
see through the trees. But I'm literally I'm at the top of the tallest mountain now, like all
Yeah,
the
so
way.
if you look directly left, you should see me on this wood thing.
I'm not seeing you yet.
Jump up and down. You might see your name.
You should at least be able to see this wood thing that I'm using to climb up.
Let me get into a better position. No, I'm not seeing you. Do you guys see where my spline's aimed at least down there?
No, not yet. You're too far away from it.
Oh.
No, I can see your spline. It's
Oh, you
like
can
you
see
haven't updated it in a bit. Yes, this ghost one we can walk in.
Oh, yeah. See that one? Can't see the next spot that he's put. in.
Okay,
He's too
so
far
I
away
think
from it.
I think I'm too far away up the mountain now to show that. So I need to place a point closer to you guys somewhere. Because I literally goated my way all the way up the top. So I'm gonna jump down and find Mick, I guess.
I'm directly on your left.
On my left. I wish we had positional marking on the mini map.
Well, there is on Railroads Online Extended.
Hi, stop moving for a second.
Oh,
Okay.
the mountain's
Look
too
straight
big to see
ahead.
it.
I think I
Straight
see
ahead
it.
of you.
I see the pile of dirt now.
Yeah, there's several piles of dirt.
All right. Yep, found you.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
So if you aim at the ground around where you are, then we'll see if we start seeing like a ghost.
Okay,
spline.
I'm aimed at the ground where I'm standing, and it's underneath
I'm-
Mick's trestle.
Yeah, I'm just getting higher up.
We can't see that. If you left click, will you get like a poof of smoke?
No, probably too far.
oh, it'll be the same thing if he's if we can't look up and see the ground, he'll be more than 100 meters away above where we're building as well. we're going to have to keep within 100 meters of the terrain as we build.
That's challenging through the tallest pile of the on the map. I'm coming back down just to see, is my spline updating at all?
Can you guys click to the bottom of these bridges?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
that's
click
an
to the bottom
interesting
of the
thought.
bridges.
Yeah, because if we do it that way, then I can just trestle everywhere.
Oh, that's a neat plan.
Yo, that should work too. What's going on here? Because we've already got a start of a downgrade, if we keep building along with the switch tracks, we'll eventually get to a spot where we can get groundworks to reach again.
That's a good point too. I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to come back in and see what we can do from down there.
I can't get a second switch track to snap onto this one.
Okay, well that could be a problem as well then.
Who knew the problems of building a railroad in hell?
Nobody's ever done that!
It gives me the link, it just won't go in.
Yep, that's on the same on my screen. Oh, well.
Vertical. That works. Not.
Technically, hold on.
What is going on down here? So we've got a lot of viewers on stream now.
All right, so
Whoever just let themselves in, back the train back up again.
Oh, I didn't close the door. I'm leaving the cold air in from the real world. Sorry.
Yeah, I am still outside, so...
So for the uninitiated on stream, what we did was we used the re-rail glitch where we could send trains to the heavens, drove one underneath, and then somehow Farma dropped it without losing it to the pits of hell, and then we were able to drive it back out and get more people in. I'm a little unclear. I was the last one in, so...
So the way I managed to have it drop and not fall to hell is I basically started a spline outside the cliff and then ran it inside the cliff and confirmed just on the ground without changing the grade. So the spline went into the cliff.
Oh, so you this piece, a couple pieces of groundwork here that. Okay, you laid them from the outside. You were able to run. And it was your little landing strip. That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's why I then had the second track get removed, because it would have been in the way from building the constant track that goes straight from inside to outside.
Looks like we've found a way here.
How are you guys? What are you guys doing?
We found a way.
What are you guys doing with these switches? Are you placing switches adjacent to switches so you can place groundwork to the edge of the switch?
Yes.
This
He
is
understands.
a true.
You have
this
to
is a
start
true
the switch
feat.
off of something that's not a switch.
Are you sure?
Usually. Well, there it worked, but that's magic. I don't know. Maybe
I'm the
host
host.
magic.
Yeah. So no, it's not working on this one that's floating in space.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think there's got to be something under it.
Oh, well,
Anyway.
you can't run across this switch as a train, but you can place it. If you place between the two, if you average the switch diverging and normal routes, you can just place them. You see?
Well, the
If you
idea is to place the switches and then put groundwork and then put track.
and then put track, exactly. So it doesn't matter that you can't run through this right now, but you could build track that way. Oh, and you can build. That's gonna be a little steep, but
How do my switchbacks look from underneath?
cursed. That's a thumbnail right there. I'm gonna leave
Oh
my
my
cam
goodness.
on. You guys continuing the build. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Farma, where are you going, Farma?
I couldn't get up the bridges because someone was using bridges to ramp themselves to the top of the mountain instead of something sensible like dirt.
Well, I started with dirt and then I was switchbacking.
Anyway, I'm coming over the mountain.
Are you going over the mountain?
Because I have bad ideas.
Uh-oh.
Are they really that bad, though?
Look where we are! Look
This
where
is
we
a
are,
pretty-
Mickely! Look where it brought us!
And that's a bad idea?
Clown, would you want to clean up behind us and delete those switches and maybe drive a single piece of groundwork this way?
I can have a go at that.
All right, just please don't delete the one I'm on.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
This is I guess you guys can forge ahead into the unknown, and I guess I could. Oh, although maybe it would be best if Clown builds the. Do we matter? Does the hell track can be ES and
Hell
D
track
track,
doesn't
right?
matter.
You heard it here first, folks.
Who's going to go down here and look at this track?
People? I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, back to the more pressing question. What consist do we want to run down here? And does someone want to like come out to spawn and help me start moving that over?
What would be the hell consist? What train would run in hell?
Eureka.
Well, yeah, you know, it's,
Do we want to haul oil?
That would be a little American of us, yeah. 440 hauling oil in hell.
Unfortunately, we already used the American engine for the door.
That's true. We had the flags flying.
And we're aiming for
We
a
could get a
5%
consist
down,
of
aren't we?
boxcars that we pile all the MOW crew into.
I like.
Clown, I'm
I
not
like
sure
that.
at this point. I've been using constant gradients. Looks
Yeah.
like we're just
It's okay as long as
flat.
I've got your constant has given me somewhere to actually click on.
Okay, good. I think I see the mountain we're aiming for, so I'm just kind of drifting that way.
Yep. So if you just keep building it, I can build the.
I'm just laying the track on this haphazard groundwork, and I'm not apologizing for it.
It's going to get buried in places.
It's fine.
And there should be a decent
Mick, can I start getting
track
some stuff?
underneath now.
Yeah, I'm here. What do you want?
I want a Eureka. I want 2 bobber cabooses.
Eureka, 2 bobber cabooses.
Yeah, we'll have one on the front, in front of the Eureka, and one behind the end of the train.
And so the real joke will be to just get rid of the groundwork and just run the Eureka down, just track floating in the sky, right?
Wait,
That's-
I thought of a better engine. We're gonna have 2 porters bum to bum. Porter tier 1.
That'd be pretty good.
Moving a train of, yeah, get all 4.
2 porter tier 1s.
Well, if you guys stop there for a second trying to build this, I've actually got a nice spline of 5% down running underneath what you have built. So if he's come back up to where I am and we delete the one off the top very gently, we'll have a good spline underneath it.
Yeah!
Sounds good.
I thought Hell Track was supposed to be bad. What happens if you fall off? You respawn. Yeah.
Were you saying yes
Just
to
like
what I
real life.
did, or yes to what Clown was saying?
I was saying yes because I saw the first porter go down.
If you stay on the
Hey.
track, you should be safe.
Yeah, we'll stay on the track.
Okay.
Do what you're gonna do.
Oh my god.
Can we
You
leave the
feel this
floating
one?
hill track as a
So
double
I guess
decker
we
hill
need to
track?
get the other 2 cabooses.
It's a re-rail safety.
You want
So we have
4
a complete
cabooses?
set.
What
I
would
mean,
the
we're
other
gonna
2
have those.
cabooses be?
You gotta have the full set.
Send me the other 2 names because I'm blanking on
Oh,
what you
Clown,
want.
hold on. Don't delete that last one. I worry about the switch method we're using and how it will. It'll probably be fine. It's just switches and slopes aren't friends, and I need switches to work. I'll just restart a new constant grade down here and repeat the
Yeah,
process.
that's right. Yeah, you come down to where
Yeah.
I've got the bottom of this 5. I'm going to make the 5
Mhm.
wider
Yeah, sounds good.
so that there's less chance to fall off. And basically, we'll just repeat the process again until we can at least get over and where we can reach the bottom side of the.
Have to buy a 5th then because one of those isn't that.
Oh, we'll get rid of that one.
All right.
Oh,
We're gonna have to clear the. Just punt it somewhere. Screw re-railing it. Just punt it somewhere.
Well, that's an option. What on God's green earth is this? This isn't on God's
It doesn't
green earth.
punt.
This is on Satan's flamey underground pile of doom.
oh well, I suppose Hyce will have to get rid of that one.
We've dropped into the
That's all right.
abyss.
Try deleting it from over here. Yeeting
Farma
it from
has
over
has
here.
found a way under the level,
Yeet.
and we're building a railroad under the map because why not?
What? That is just unfair.
Oh, there we go. Now we've got
Yeah,
a
I'm
nice
pretty
big
sure
wide
like
area
that's just
there.
like immune to bullshit.
Well, there it goes.
Oh, there we go.
Sort of. Didn't go very far.
Oh, that's fine. I'll stop bringing all this over.
Yeah.
We're still not low enough yet.
You did see what I did with the porters, though, yeah?
I saw what you were doing with the first porter.
Okay.
I had immense amounts of approval.
I don't know. I know my chat saw it, but I don't think Hyce's chat has seen it.
Yeah, no, we
Ah,
haven't
we're
seen
the only
the
people out
porters
here.
you guys are doing. Yeah. How did we get under the map? Because Pharma's ridiculous. That's how we made it under the map.
Secret tunnels.
Secret tunnels. There's tunnels in
Oh,
Raritan.
this-
You just gotta
literally.
be really.
This is going to be hilarious. My chat hasn't said anything. I don't even know if people are watching my stream. 3 people? Alright, we gotta change that. Here, everybody come watch my stream. Who cares about Hyce's stream? I'm making more tracks for the caboose.
Yes,
Just
I
as
won't be
shameless as
covering this on the
possible.
tutorials.
You won't be covering going to hell?
No.
Just in case anybody joined my stream, I'm not paying attention. Hee hee.
We're
Okay.
trying to build a railroad to the
You wanna
to
stop
the
after
snowy
this one?
mountains in
Just
the
stop
in the
after
east.
this one, and there is now groundwork underneath us, and we'll go delete the, and we'll see how far down we are. We may have to take a level off from the.
Yeah,
With
make
stream
sure-
delay, my chat just saw what the porters are named, so it might pop up in your chat, Hyce.
How good.
Oh, great.
But then again, you have no way to know that that's actually what it is.
You'll just have to see them when they get here. So
So yeah, I'll have to delete those little bits of track.
I see you, Mr. Clay. Something I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, but thank you for joining me. There's a whole 7 people watching my stream now. Take that, Hyce. I stole like 6 of your viewers.
How dare you? How dare you?
And
This
I
is
think
such
Mickey
a-
wanted to like
such an
stream this privately last night.
I did what now?
When I first suggested this mad plan.
Oh yeah, I was like, let's do a test stream, and then people who join us will have spoilers.
Do you reckon we're low enough now to make it? I think we might nearly make it over there.
I think we're low enough, yeah. Well, we try it at least.
Well, I'll level the track out again with some more groundwork. Let's put in a variable, put a transition in here. So yeah, just
Remember, you only have to
hold on 2
avoid
shakes.
the terrain to the
Okay.
height of the drivers. You don't
Go for
actually
it.
need to like make it so we can walk under there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Then back level. And I didn't leave enough room.
Hold on there.
There we go. Now we're back level again. That track sunk into the ground. Need to go
Yeah, I
back
built
a
it.
section.
Bit of lag there.
Too far. Yep. Oh, it's confirming a pretty long spline. It's a pretty long.
Lions be damned.
It's the
Right.
longest spline underneath the map. So
Oh god, what
So the-
fresh hell is this track?
How are we gonna put this consist underneath?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's better than his ES&D line down the gorge.
Well, you're going to drive the porters, and I'm going to just like do the solo trick to get the other things through the wall. And I suppose you'll need to build like a nice big net on the other side to get these cabooses over.
Can we reach these tracks up here? No,
Alright.
we can't.
So if you want to get in the near side porter, and I'll
those
through
are
the wall.
sunshades. That's the whole point. Leave the track up there.
This one, the first
We
one.
don't need the sun. The heat's coming
Yeah.
from underneath you. In hell.
Okay. That was weird. I'm in it now.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure that's absolutely not foreshadowing at all.
I hope not.
I could see a gaggle of caboose over there through the pile.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
you,
need to
you have
build a
fun
new
over
truck.
there. You have fun over there. We're doing secret things.
Well, too late.
What, have you come to see what we're doing?
Well, I mean, I was running back. We don't have much up there. I'm waiting for them to build groundwork. So
Yeah, go watch them while we do this. Oh my goodness, why am I so high up in the air?
Because the other truck was occupied. Just drive backwards and let me know when you're like past the climax.
Okay. I don't think I'm just gonna go into the ground past the climax.
well, this is cursed. Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm just
Wow.
phasing into the ground.
Wow.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, you guys would do that. You would do that. I know where you're
Do
going
what?
with that. What?
Drop me. Drop me.
We need Khan to build a caboose race underneath the world. It could be a shit post. This track is garbage. Who laid it? Oh yeah.
Alright, let's try again with a nice level bit of truck. Are you still in that porter?
I have the porter. I'm bringing it up.
Yes, he's still in the boy.
You got to remember we're putting 2 of these end to end, so you know what the other one's named, right?
Small, medium, itty bitty. I don't know. One of those.
Titanic,
not-
gargantuan.
Certainly not big. You say
Oh,
this,
certainly
but
not.
I filmed another video with the big boy today in Railroads, or not Railroads Online, Train Simulator 2022.
Well, I'm just curious if you saw what this was numbered.
No, I didn't. I'll have to see that when you guys get down here.
All right.
Say when?
When? on my side, I'm going to start building some groundwork here so I have space.
Can you reach the bottom of the hill there yet? When you place
Not
them,
quite. I ran back to see what madness they were doing, and now I'm coming back. I'm almost to the end of the hill.
Oh no, I was asking our track builder at the end who was building on, can he reach the bottom of the mountains yet?
Oh, certainly not by looking up. I have to keep doing this.
Okay.
Still another several hundred feet.
Okay, this is a first for me. How well can I build track just running and dropping it down?
First for you. Look at you. He's making it happen, everyone. I can hardly believe it. You're not really doing it until you're just running the entire time and not worried about where you're placing it. That's how I laid my
okay.
entire railroad. You just keep holding W, and I think I can see the first bit of
I keep missing
the
it.
icy mountains.
All right, I'm coming back. So how are we getting the caboose in?
You could probably grab it with the re-rail tool from inside
Yeah,
the
well, if the
mountain.
real tool lets me grab this fucking... Sorry,
YouTube
YouTube.
stream.
Oh, it's all right. You can. Occasional swears are fine. Anyways, they're asking for the umpteenth time how to get into the map, so I'm going to deafen real quick and explain it.
If I'm inside it, do I stay inside? I probably should have stayed inside the map.
Okay, big spline coming. Oh,
I
isn't
felt
that
it.
horrid looking?
Anyway, Mick, this is how we do it.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and watch and see when you're clear.
Well, someone reset the door so you can go in.
Yeah. I suppose I can just go in.
Oh, is that Snowy Mountain over there to the left? Oh, we're going to have to take a big turn to the left.
Is it off to the left?
It is off to the... I think so.
I don't know where it is.
Can I re-rail it from
I've
here?
never even looked at it.
All right,
Anyone with a
back
map
in.
You
open
might be
able
able
to give us
re-rail it
directions?
from there, because I have...
You think we have to go left?
Oh
Hyce?
yeah,
We
I
have to
got
go
it,
left.
dude.
You can see it about 45 degrees left. You can see the snowy
I got
mountains
the
up there.
caboose. We're good.
We're heading
Okay,
towards
we're
the
going
river.
that way.
We're heading towards the river underneath the coal mine.
Yeah,
You're good
you
to send the
basically
next
need
one.
you need to aim at the E in iron
that's
ore
too
mine,
far.
and then go straight.
That's a bit too far.
Yeah, I'm sending it. They just have to roll slowly because of how
Or are
this
you
works.
going the right way? Let's have a look. Oh no, that looks about right. But we're not going around that corner. We'll all tumble off down into the abyss if we go around that.
This is the builder's route. I'm counting on you, fine gents, to make it runnable.
Yeah, Clown, you're the one that has to like make this like pretty. That's your job.
I'm not making anything pretty in hell.
Go to hell, clown.
Oh, I'm bringing
Aren't
the
we
track
already
up
there?
behind you.
I
It's
got
not a half bad
five,
hand-laid
so
curve as
6,
fast as I
7
can.
coming in hot.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
one
just
of your better ones.
shoving this back. They've come unpinned, but
Damn, you guys broke those front links already?
I've repinned it.
Okay, we're like on a collision course now with the snowy bit. You can see it. This is a great vector to be on.
Right,
All
you
right,
got
I can see it
Not
now.
yet,
I was
not
just
yet.
aiming for the wrong valley.
Save Hyce, they say. Oh god, I'm full of saves is the problem. Which one's from a long
Okay,
time
I've
ago?
got
That
it.
probably doesn't matter. Slot 3, September of 2021. Don't think I need that one anymore.
September of 2021.
I
Game only
know.
released in October.
Yeah, for you plebs.
Yeah, well, I don't think a September load's going to actually load up in the current build.
Probably wouldn't know.
Too much stuff has changed.
Alright, got the next one coming in.
This is bad. We're only building like 18 meters ago.
I see it.
And all those
Gents.
Americans won't know how far that is.
Yeah, how far is that?
Can you give me that in football fields?
Yeah,
American
I could
football
use
fields?
that. Yeah, American football fields, not in that sissy soccer stuff. Yeah. Or rugby. What is football? You know,
Well, I don't even
the good old
AFL.
hand egg.
Mickey got it.
Gents, for
Yeah, I got
those of you that are in voice chat here, I've posted the first preliminary logo in the private chat there. Give it a look and see what you think.
Hmm.
So it's
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna let someone else comment first.
I think it's really cool. I had to tab back in so I
mean-
didn't fall.
It doesn't have big furry energy, and we're trying to avoid that, so that's a good sign.
That's good. Good.
It's 61 feet for the Americans.
61 feet. Very
We're
good.
going to round it to
That's-
60 and call it a day. We don't like
Yeah, well,
1
see,
feet in
you've got to
increments.
overlap it a little bit anyway. So yeah, you're not getting the full.
Mick, I'm
60
sending
feet.
another one.
I see it. Oh, it's rotating.
Caboose. Rotate.
Y'all are double tracking this, right?
No,
Of course we are. What do you mean?
I've got it.
Double track hell pit mainline.
You want it double tracked? Okay, I'll go back and start building a double track.
Hey, y'all seem kind of bored just standing behind me. It seems like you need something to do.
Build the double track mainline underneath the map to the Iceland.
My chat's got a question. If Farma built the roller coaster right side up and above ground, does that mean he'll build an upside down one in hell?
It's a tall task order for him.
What do you think, Farma? Gonna install some magnetic wheels on the porter?
I mean, all I'll say is, we'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
Pharma finds a way to do anything in this game.
So the secret is we do the re-rail glitch that we did last time with the space trains, but underground, and then we have races between two people under the map using stupid vectored rotations.
I've got it.
Right? Is that the move?
Sounds like a great
this
next
is,
stream title.
Right.
This is actually a really long track. It's still not back yet to the start, so I can make it double wide. It's a really long track.
It's quite the long track. I mean, the map's 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers, and when you can see all of it at one go, it's kind of impressive. And why is there a kink in it when we have space? Well, it is the ES&D. And this is the part of the level you go to when you have ES and D. One of my favorite things from American Railroads, as the predecessor to Railroads Online, was the invisible walls on the side of the level were not all the way up to the ceiling, so you could build over them if you built track far enough. And the track laying in that game was so painful. Like, you had to be really, really good at it. And the wood gathering and wood firing mechanic was just a pain. And some guys found a way to get all the way across the wall and go into the great unknown. It was funny.
Pharma,
What's
what
going
order
on?
these go in? The same order you sent them to me?
Yes.
Oh, that's classic.
Hi,
You
Clint.
talking about the name?
Oh yeah, I won't say what it is. That'll just ruin it.
Excellent. You're next.
What's my biggest won't in game? Curious what needs to be in game that's not, and what you want anything more arrow wise. My biggest won't for the game, I don't know. I would have said tunnels before today, but apparently we are proving that life finds a way. So, no, we'll just send this to QMA for inspiration.
Oh, I've picked the wrong one. No wonder it's doing weird shit.
Are we actually going to send this to QMA?
I've sent him some stuff, and he hasn't watched any of it, so may as well.
All
We're
right.
sending the entire stream vote.
You.
Anyway, if you start re-rolling these on the hill, I'll just like pull this forward so we have the room for everything to roll into us.
Yeah.
I am building a second track
Everything's
to
in
run
order
beside us.
now. So.
It'll be twin lane. There's 2 lanes to hell. It's a highway.
And it is 2-lane highway to hell, one way. And again, I'd grab my guitar, but AC/DC would literally copyright strike me. So,
Well, I think
Again.
you could play Highway to Oblivion because Dragon Force are pretty chill guys.
oh, well, okay. Well, that would assume that I can play Dragon Force. Can I update you on a different character skin? No, I can't. We will eventually have different character skins, but that's down the road. We've got important core gameplay things. I know it would be a big QOL thing to have different characters, or at least some amount of customization, but it's kind of out of the purview of any of the folks that are on the team at the moment. So,
That last one's a little lopsided. Once you're pulling it forward, we'll fix it.
I'm now realizing that Clown laying the double track is going to make my one single track look like hell, but that's okay.
No, it won't. Because
We're in hell.
I'm not going to use the alt lock. I'm
It's-
just going to build it freehand, and I have never built freehand before. So it will look like poo, like everyone else's track looks like poo.
Because everyone else
Can you
built
pull forward
freehand.
a little bit more?
I love that
Just-
Clown was committed full send to
Alright,
not
that's good.
using the driving UI and not using the alt snap. That's brilliant.
Now we have broken him.
Well, when you send him to hell, that'll do it.
Fair enough.
So we're ready. Are we going to bring this down, the full consist down, and get the show shot?
By the time
Yeah.
that you get to us, we might be at the Icelands. So
I'm just starting up the caboose.
Yep. We need to get red lights on.
All of them red?
Yeah, man, this is hell.
All right.
we have this down
You
to
want
such-
all four
uh,
side
pretty
lights
quick.
or just
Actually,
top lights?
hang on a minute. Yeah, all the side lights as well. But I need to stop
Well, we
this
should-
for 1 second.
Yeah, we should stop the train before doing side lights. Because I'm already jittery enough.
Whoa.
Yep, the train doesn't stop super well on slope, and I kind of forgot that fact before I just like sent it down. So, Hyce, can we get a save, please?
You got it. Saved.
Don't start moving yet. I'm doing lamps.
I'm not moving. I'm waiting for you to get in the other engine because we kind of need the control of both engines to make this work.
You tell me you don't know how to double head?
I am also jittery. I don't believe I can double head in this environment.
Fair enough.
This track is so lazily, vaguely straight.
A lot of red lights. Did I
Yeah.
get the last one on the top one?
No, the back one doesn't have red on yet.
Yeah. That was the
Gotta
only
fire
one
up
I
all the
missed.
stoves.
Yeah, all the stoves are
Yeah.
fired up, or at least should be. Are you front or back?
Make
I'm
sure the
front.
stoves
Alright.
are nice and stoked. It's not warm enough down here.
Alright,
Alright,
all
break
saved,
off.
breaks off, and let's just roll it forward.
Smells like Kenosha just started playing right as he said break off, so careful.
I think you want
We
to get
get
the
a
reg
nice-
off too.
What
He'd be
happens when you
warned.
Oh, is my
derail in
reg
hell?
on? Yeah, my reg's off.
Yeah, and we're
That's
just gonna roll
cursed.
down like this.
Oh, much jitters.
Might need just a teensy bit of brake.
Yeah, I'm putting on half brake.
Yeah, it's 5% for a while. Betsy don't have good brakes.
Can you hear it, Hyce? It's approaching.
No.
You
No, I
gotta
cannot
make
hear
it
you
slightly
guys.
more out of tune, Pharma.
Oh god, are you guys just
There we
blowing your
go.
whistles
Yes!
in some demonic interval that's just I'm gonna hate you both.
We've made a 2-chime.
Oh no. I don't want to hear this. I can see it. I can see the consist on the move down there. 2 porters and 4 cabooses by the look of it.
My brake is now off. Such a fantastic noise.
I'm just
You can't
sure that
reach
it
the
is
ground yet.
the single most dissonant note, aka the minor second note. Yes.
You can
Oh.
reach the ground. Look
on
at
a
that.
note.
It's
You
pretty
reach the ground.
steamy in here, if you know what I mean, with all these stoves going.
You could reach the ground at the moment.
Yeah, I see that, Clown. Okay, cool. I will try and do that.
I'll build this side.
We got the River Styx Express coming down.
Beautiful.
Let me know if you want power from me at all.
Now it should be fun.
Because we're actually right on
We're
the river
gonna-
now, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
it.
Curious.
Run to the river.
My chat says that even Lucifer is cringing at this.
Wow.
With what we've done, I'm not surprised.
So we're gonna take some screenshots and in the snow for the train. Just
And
confuse.
If
just
we can get there.
Confuse
Look, guys,
the
we've got the
shit
winter
out of
update back.
everyone.
If we place any track like in the snowy area, the game doesn't like that. But we can get everything.
How do
out
you
there.
know that? How do you know that?
Gee, I wonder.
It's something that could break the game. He's tried it.
Gee, I wonder why I know that, Hyce. Why do you think I might have tested that before?
We got a nice kink coming up. Should we slow down?
Nah.
I'm only considering slowing down because of how jittery this is, and I really don't want to lose this consist when we've come this far.
Oh god,
I mean, if
no,
you
I
think
can
we
hear
should
it.
slow down.
I can hear it. No, it hurts. It physically hurts.
You know, the best part is, I don't know if Farma's done that with his, but with mine, I'm not touching anything. It's just going, because there's a glitch where you can let your whistle stay. How long do we keep him in purgatory, Farma?
Until he actually says stop.
This is pain. This is pain. It's not even quite a minor second. It's closer than that. Oh, I gotta see.
Well,
All right, let's
I
see.
could change that.
The big boy. Yes. Oh God.
Did you
isn't it the little girl?
you see the
Oh,
entry numbers?
the 48 and the 84.
Yeah, 4884.
Conquest, war, famine, and death. The 4 horsemen.
Proper.
What do the numbers mean?
Random numbers I picked off the top of my head.
Fair enough. That's
Oh yeah, we
You-
should break. Oh goodness, there's no more track.
yeah.
Oh,
well,
Calculated.
the track
You
Oh!
yeah, that was
Back up.
That
a
was-
bit.
that was so good that I can't even place more track underneath you. I can't get the link. Can you guys back up some?
Yeah.
it's level.
All right.
Christ.
Goodness.
All right.
Oh, we're here.
There's an X in that track that will derail us.
Is there?
Hey,
Not on my end.
you know you got the 4 horsemen name wrong because it's death, famine, war, and pestilence. And you
Yeah,
got the 4th
pestilence.
one
That's the
wrong.
Old Testament.
No, that's Revelation. That's the New Testament. That's the end. You know, the last book in the Bible.
It's
The Book
fine.
of Revelations in the New Testament lists the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse as conquest, war, famine, and death, while in the Old Testament's book of Ezekiel, they are sword, famine, wild beasts, and pestilence or plague.
I'm glad that we can argue about books of the Bible on this stream. It's a thing.
I mean,
Well, we're
what
in
else
hell,
do
so-
like Bible followers do normally? But yeah, there is an X in that track back there.
Yeah, hence why I was backing up so we don't accidentally derail the consist and let it roll down into oblivion.
Wasn't on my end. There wasn't one when I placed it.
Did you get rid of it, Farm?
No, I just ran straight up here.
No, I went back further than I thought I did. Unless I passed it? What? I could have sworn there was an X.
Yeah, we're right proper out of bounds now.
Oh,
You're off the
yeah,
map.
there's the snow.
This is where the giant waterfall that you fall over is. Gotcha.
Is this what you thought would be done to this game?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't think any of this would happen. I was actually sad when I learned that we had like a perfect hitbox all the way around the map, and that the shenanigans would not be coming to this game that happened in American Railroads, and your shenanigans have surpassed those shenanigans.
Time to
Here we
abandon
do
this game and make a new
shenanigans.
one.
Proper.
Guess so. Yeah.
All right, break off, forward. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring
you're
the
on level now, so you
consist.
should be able to do that with just one engine.
All right, friends.
Yeah.
There's a wall here.
There's a wall.
Oh,
We've found the edge. It just won't let us go any further.
can the trains go further?
I'm
just
sure
the
Pharma
mountain
has a way.
players?
Yep.
have to get rid-
Hmm,
We have to
there
get-
is a wall.
We have to get re-railed on the other side of it.
A
Yeah, we're
second
gonna have to re-rail
boundary.
through this.
Let's build some
Yeah.
supports.
So sorry, we've been on. You've been in hell underneath the level, but now we need to go to hell and back.
Yeah, but this is like beyond hell. This is limbo.
Oh.
Somebody in your chat has asked, "What incarnation have I just found you doing?"
Um,
And someone
Building-
responded, "Evil shenanigans."
evil shenanigans. That's pretty accurate. The closest layer of the circle of hell is reserved for mutineers and betrayers.
So yeah, Mickely, I'm willing to bet if you drive into that, bad things will probably happen.
Should I get a run at it?
Let
So
me
do you want to get
save
like
and then
Hyce save and then go run at it?
saved. Give it the beans. Give it the beans.
Hang on, don't save yet. Let me get out first.
Oh, he says
Hang on.
stop. Well,
Ugh.
All right,
There we
Now
go. Now we
save.
save.
saved. All right, let's try it.
perfect.
Give it the beans.
Yep,
We're
Beans.
gonna run to that
I'm
switch stand.
backing
Do we
up.
want to get rid of the switches?
Yeah, get rid of the switches so that we don't run into a switch stand.
They're oops.
How much of a run do you think I need at this?
I'm,
Get to full speed.
I'm gonna ride in death.
All right. Anybody else want to pick a caboose?
Pick
I
a
got
caboose.
I
Pick a
suppose we have
caboose.
nothing better to do.
Pick a caboose.
I got war. War's mine.
Let's see. Full reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the train. Those of you who have not yet joined us, please do so quickly.
Working on it. I take
I've
conquest.
got both porters going, so welcome aboard the train to smash into that wall or whatever's going to happen. Good luck, have fun, and we are not insured.
Tristan, quickly, you got to get in famine.
I'll catch you guys when you fly by.
Hurry up! We're speeding up.
People are saying that the double porter is like a Farley, but it's less cursed than that.
We're gonna hit the other switch track, so
Oh, that
or
just stopped
hit the wall
suddenly.
first.
Young.
Oh,
Oh, no.
goodbye.
Bye,
Oh,
bye,
that one's
caboose.
gone.
Bye, caboose.
Goodbye.
Bye, clown. Where did he go?
So who was in that one?
Me,
That was
I got
war.
out.
I can't.
We've lost war,
Roger.
ladies and gentlemen.
There's no more war.
We did it, friends, with world peace.
World peace. There's no more
Mission-
war.
Mission
What
accomplished.
war has fallen out the outside of hell?
Big boy's still here though. That's good.
So can we re-rail someone past this, and then can they lay more track? That's the next question. Can we lay track in
No,
limbo?
we can't lay track out beyond the boundary. We're going to have to reroll onto the other side first, and then attempt some shenanigans. Maybe this wall is also one way.
Could be, yeah.
Hey, look at this. I can drive sideways.
Beautiful.
You can ride your bike with no handlebars.
Yeah. A little bit of clunkiness on the ties, but it works.
Ooh, hang on. What's that then?
Fully put brakes.
All right,
Not
Yeah,
being a
who we,
station
so,
base
yeah, they'll
wall.
go all the way back to the start if we don't put some brakes on them.
Who's gonna re-rail across? Who wants to try?
I volunteer
Dibs.
myself.
I think
On volunteers
Farma
tribute.
should run it because he's the best at breaking the game. So go,
Fair enough.
go,
Fair enough.
proceed, begin, start, commence.
Goodbye, you're being sacrificed.
So, well, we know you're on the
He's
what
other
past the
side now.
barrier.
And what happens if we...
Drop me now.
Oh,
Oh, spat back in.
It did spit you back in.
gave him back. Spats him back out.
Okay,
A man
let's
so
try
evil
again.
that
This
hell
time I
itself
get right on
Try
Bat
the
him
going
out.
further.
Wait, hang on. Wait.
You need fire, by the way.
I don't care about that right now.
Okay, I think we're back. OBS had a sneeze. So I think we're
Oops.
still here. Looks like it says excellent connection, so. Yeah, once you hop in, yeah, let's try it again.
Let's go.
Go for it. Oh, go for it. I now look away from any track.
I'm gonna try and get right on like the very tippy edge, and then like try and park myself there, and we'll see what shenanigans we cause. Alright, hang on, let's try this. Alright, I got out over here.
You're out over there?
Yeah,
Did we drop it?
So you're
Okay, so
So I got out and I immediately got pushed to there. It did not put me to where the vehicle was, which is not how it normally works. So
Are we
I
too low down,
assume-
you think?
I assume it's just like a check that forces you back to the last valid position.
interesting.
darn.
Yeah, darn indeed.
This might be the end of the hell track, boys.
The hell
found
track
the-
ends at limbo.
Yep, we found the edge of hell.
Oh well, there's still
Well-
things to do in hell.
I'm curious. Someone send me. Rerail me. What if you go
Which one do you
super
got
far into the limbo area? What happens then?
Then
Can I get a
you
rerail?
get a point
Yeah,
where the
get
game
rerailed.
soft locks you and you have to alt F4 out.
I'm okay with that. How far?
That is if you don't get dropped first.
I'm going to arrange a different test.
How far should I go? Should I stop yet?
There is a second border beyond the border where you get deleted and your game crashes. So,
Mine too, if I'm holding you.
okay, sounds
Uh-huh.
good.
So should I stop then? See what happens? You can drop me at any
Alright,
point.
so
You're pretty far out. Yeah.
Yeah, I hit right
You might
click
you might
and
come back
my
in like
game
a
closed.
wrecking ball. So
yeah, Mr. Hyce, do you want to get in the other portal? I have
Sure,
a
why
track
not?
that should send you up, and we're going to try and get you out over the icy wastes.
beautiful. That'll be a good thing.
I'm returning. We'll see what happens.
I guess you have to go backwards.
That's not the end of the world.
I think I'm going downwards at least. Actually. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going downwards.
When you feel like you're nice and good situated above the icy waste, so just put the reg to forward again and then get out, and we'll see if we can catch the engine again and send someone else out.
Perfect. Unfortunately, I think we're going through an icy mountain on the underside.
That's fine. It's mostly flat. Like, aside
Oh.
from the one mountain that exists only for backdrop. Hi,
I'm
Caboose.
running through that at the moment. This is like a whole another 4x4 kilometer tile that's just snow. Weird.
It's the next
Yep.
map leaked.
I assume it's because Kume wanted like Snowy Mountain, so he went like, "Yep, I'll get another map segment down right here. That's whatever the default size is, and make it snow because I want the mountain to be snow, and the rest of the map literally doesn't matter because it's never going to get seen."
Um,
Oh, you
I
Yep.
went too far.
crashed.
Ah, you crashed.
Oof.
yep,
That was the end.
yep.
Good thing we have a save.
Yeah, good thing we have a save. We can continue trying things. I need to black out the stream real quick though. And that'll give me a chance to go use the restroom while I do this.
Chat's just like going absolutely ballistic.
Sounds about right.
I've never seen chat this active before. I know. Maybe it was just YouTube like desync me.
Now it's pretty active. 220 people watching, but only 86 likes. Nice.
Oh. Well, I got spat back
I
out again.
got someone to subscribe to me during this mess. What? I don't know what you're saying. I see 107 likes. 108.
Yeah, I said something and then everyone
121.
liked it.
It's fine. Like the things you like, dislike the things you don't like. And
Well,
dislike
this
YouTube's
dislike counter
tweet
doesn't
on
exist
Twitter
anymore. So.
saying when they were getting rid of the dislike counter, because that's something we all dislike.
Mm.
Okay, we are still loading on my end, by the way. All right,
Alright.
finally loaded in, and I'm still under the map, so still gotta concentrate here. So, and I guess I can unblack the stream. Here we are.
Yeah, let's see if other people joining will actually get to join, or if they just get yeeted back to spawn because it hasn't loaded the groundwork that we're all standing on.
Oh, that could be bad.
Oh, it loaded the groundwork first. This is not what I was expecting.
That is kind of bizarre. I
Interesting.
wouldn't expect that either.
Oh, you got to wait for
This
the
is
guy with
very
the slowest internet to get here first to see whether or not it works. No, I'm standing on a piece of track and the track appeared underneath me.
I wonder how the loading algorithm works. It's neat.
Yeah, because it's definitely not doing these in order. Or even reverse order.
Yeah, it's not even reverse order.
Well, it's all probably going to be different with the spline update coming soon, but anyway.
Yes, have
All
we
our
got
hard
any
work
updates?
gone.
Yosemite first, and then
Deleted.
Have we got any updates, Mr. Leaks?
No, QMA doesn't work weekends, so we haven't gotten anything yet.
vigorous German work ethic. It's like the top quality you can do, but only from Monday to Friday.
Everyone calls the double porter a double Farley, but it's not that bad because you don't have the stupid contiguous boiler thing going on. This is fine, even though the cab roofs intersect.
Did you see someone modded Thomas into the game already?
Yes, and I hate it. But that's fine.
Well, they didn't
I
really.
have to
They
agree with that
reskinned it
statement.
over the porter.
House hell, it's a little hot, you know.
All they did was reskinned it over the porter.
Yeah, it's a modification of the game, a mod.
I want someone to go out there and figure out a replay mod style thing for this game. Like how Minecraft has, where you can go and be recording and then have a essentially drone flying watching you. Now that would be cool. Because then you could time lapse building stuff.
Hyce, did you say Qman made this one a box?
He made which one a box?
Yeah, this map is a
The
perfect
map
box.
border, so we cannot escape high or low.
That was my understanding until we got through the terrain, so I don't know anymore.
Well, there's definitely a bottom because yeah, when you hit the bottom, that's it. You respawn back at the top, and we've built to the top before, and you couldn't get through the top.
Yeah, and looking down at the side where the wall is, there doesn't seem to be an area that's not wall.
Do you guys see that?
See
Eric,
what?
come stand by me and look straight up. There's like a thing that's not a tree.
So your player marker?
No.
No, you said look up.
Yeah, sometimes those can be wonky.
Oh, the thing
But
that's
it's-
not a tree that's kind of a bush?
It's like a grayish bush thing.
What was the other
is that?
shrubs? It's a shrubbery. Nee,
Uh-huh.
nee, nee. Bring us a shrubbery. We are no longer the
Wonder-
knights who say nee. We are now the knights who say you.
Now what?
I wish I had a Zoom key to go look at it. Oh no, we want to run the train
I already
backwards.
finished my plans with the stream. Like, we went out of bounds, we built the subway.
Yeah, we did. We did the thing. You're still teleporting across thing.
Can two porters get us back up to the surface?
Yeah, can we run the whole train back through to the real realm
Probably.
here?
Yep, dibs
Can we-
on big.
Can we get back?
All right.
Oh, you dibsed big, so let me get in boy. I got somebody else.
I know.
Okay, you
Too late.
guys run. You guys run, and I'll protect your shove. You buttheads.
Oh, well, I was going
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
you get to run the big boy on your own, and it's the real thing. We get to run the cursed one.
I've never gotten to run a big boy. I've never seen the big boy. I'm not running one.
Says the man who clickbaits it in his titles.
Well, you know, gotta get the views, man.
And then
Yeah,
he
this one gonna
complains
be
about
made a
how
YouTube
it
video. We
looks.
take the big boy to hell. Taking the big boy to hell. And then like you thumbnail it, and it's like just like a big boy in a sea of fire, and then the big reveal at the end of the episode is just like, I'm a pickle.
Alright,
the
this-
groundwork's despawning on my screen.
I deleted some of them out of the way. This
Oh.
leads to a more cursed picture.
Oh,
Don't fall off the train, everyone, because
No,
you will literally
no.
fall to
There's
your
no
death.
ground.
Turns out you can delete stuff pretty far away.
Yeah, isn't that what Jack said?
Yeah.
There is no down.
Up is now down. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's about 100 meters
We haven't-
away. You can delete.
We haven't gotten to that film yet.
Yet. There's
We're at
still
the,
people in
the
your
part
chat
where
like,
Hyce
I
knows.
just got here.
I just got here, and what the hell are you guys doing? Yes.
Casey
You're doing
Jones
all
and
the
scores
bad.
goals.
100 souls, 3 days.
Has
So
anybody
yeah,
taken
guys, the password
thumbnails?
is
Do we want to leak the password?
Password. Isn't it hell 666?
This is it's a thing. I don't know if it's a beautiful thing, but it is a thing.
Hey, so you've
Great.
been taking screenshots for later thumbnails.
I haven't, but I can always come back and get snippets of the video if I need to. I'm not sure how
Oh,
many
fair
hell videos I will have.
gotta have the YouTube highlight reel.
So somebody's asked like 600 times in chat, what about hotkeys for pieces of track that I use frequently? And I have no idea what they mean. There are no hotkeys for pieces of track.
They mean like how, like in other games, like Minecraft, they have a hotbar where you can just like click B and then have that being placed. So like I could bind switch left to 1, switch right to 2, and then when I hit 1, it brings up a switch left to 1 place.
So,
When I hit 2,
yeah,
brings
instead of
switch
bringing up the
right.
menu each time to get out a cross track when you're putting down 1,000 cross tracks, you can just keep placing cross tracks.
That would be nice, but we don't have
It's
that
like
nerd online at
it's
this
like
time.
your whole dev powers spawning in locomotives, but for track pieces.
Yeah,
I
see, that would be
suggested in
better.
ideas already referencing another game on the same engine that has that functionality, and got ignored because lol ideas chat.
We ignore most of Ideas Chat because most of it is not stuff that we can add right here, right now. It's just the unfortunate name of the game.
Right here, right now, it's like acknowledgement, like, yeah, that sounds like a maybe.
Well, we've heard all the ideas at least once at this point, so.
Yes, you've heard every idea conceivable to man. That's why we're having a completely new experience and we could be having a call today.
Indeed, precisely. Now you understand.
Farma, you gotta get your whistle going.
All right, later. I'm jumping off.
Oh, someone's dead. Just stop it.
No,
Just stop it.
pestilence.
He started blowing the
So
whistles
what is
like
that
that.
underneath
Like,
us? Or is that all our
You know what?
player positions?
That's all our player positions, yeah.
oh, thank God, it is not awful sounding up here.
Oh, that's why he did it. He committed suicide at that horrible screech.
I did. I heard the one whistle going, and I was like, "Oh, maybe they're gonna do that again." And then
They're gonna-
Farma started blowing his whistle, and I committed Sudoku.
Hyce, you gotta give us some tracks so we can pull the train out of the mountain.
I could see about that. Are you guys? You guys are lined into where the class 70 and everything is, aren't you?
No,
I think it's separated.
Is it? Okay.
we're separated. Someone else is like from here is going to have to go out because Hyce won't have enough time to actually get to the mountain and get out.
He's there. He can get in.
Yeah, it's a long, slow climb. It's 5%.
5%, 4 cabooses and 2 quarters. I don't even think we're going to make it up.
I just turned off my reg, so. With 2 of them, we can definitely make it. We're picking up speed.
All right, you guys have track.
Sick.
I need a
guess
sign
I'll
up kit
just-
so I can make a sign that says thanks for visiting.
Let's see if we can like get a good shot of all the 4 bobbers of the apocalypse coming out with Big Boy.
I hope so.
Oh, we gotta get our whistles going.
Stop! 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 It pains me.
Just wait until we do the next load of double climaxes. Not double climaxes, double heists, sorry.
Oh no.
Off-tone 5 chimes.
It would probably sound less bad, honestly, just because it'll just sound like a wash of mishmash. But if you've got
I wanna
2
try
that
it
are just
now.
single notes like that, it's ugh.
Okay, we're popping out here in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. I'm out. Oh, it just flung me.
Goodbye, caboose.
Cabooses.
Yeah, that one's lost to
Well-
time. The other, like 2 made it out. 1 is off the bottom now.
Did we lose war again? We have death here.
Yep, we lost
Um,
war again. Specifically war.
We're determined to have world peace, aren't we?
We are, apparently. You hear that, Russia? You hear that? Okay. It's enough current events for now.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
They enjoyed that.
barrel rolling porter. I'm not sure where the other one went. I see this one.
It's over here. Is that the one you're looking at?
The big.
Yeah, the other one's over. It didn't go very far at all. Can you turn it off though?
Trying to re-rail it, and hopefully it'll shut up. There we go. Oh yeah, that one didn't go very far at all.
Nope. That's the wrong spot for it.
It can be the boy big.
No. Refused.
Well, you blew the whistle like that, so I don't know what you're allowed to refuse at this point. What is this
How did this
mating
happen?
exercise they're doing?
What?
Okay, well, when a daddy porter loves a mommy porter very much,
You gotta spin it around though.
I'll leave it to you guys.
Okay.
Anyway, I closed the door again because someone had to do it.
Well, yeah, I'll let it run off the end of the railroad for a bit there. So, should I leave the save with everything down underneath the pit, or save now? What do you think?
I'm pretty sure
The
war
pit.
has despawned completely.
The pit.
The pit. Just calling out
The
the
pit.
pit.
Well, this was a hell of a lot of fun. I didn't even do that on purpose.
Nice.
I did not
sure you
even.
didn't.
No, I
Everyone dislike.
I literally did not do that on purpose. But yes, it was a hell of a lot of fun. Farma, I'm glad that you continue to find ways to break the video game.
Before we sign off, we want to check out the Heisler whistles.
No, God no, get out. No more whistle memes. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you next time. I'm gonna run away from their
Bye,
whistles
everyone.
as fast as I can.
Oh, that is so horrible! It's horrible!
There are hideous sounds, and I have longer to run because I'm the host. And I'm just gonna abuse my powers and click leave session.
That stopped it.
Thank
Thank you.
God.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been a lot of fun.
Alright,
See you next time.
Bye.
All right, we're off.
thanks for
Yeah, I
watching.
killed mine as
Bye-bye,
well.
everyone.
That was
Phenomenal.
some good game breaking.